Well, guys, we were close to having everybody survive this mission. Sadly, Kingpin was killed during our first chosen encounter on the damn map. Yes, I went there. But, yeah, these were 3 out of the 4 clone troopers that first kicked off the Galaxy at War. And, of course, this is going to be the class overview video. So, like the last episode I did, or the last campaign I did, I'm only going to do the modded classes, so the officers, the pharmacists, the akimbos, and the front soldiers, while the vanilla classes and the hero classes I've did many times before. Well, again, it's going to be a bit short, but as always, if you guys want to skip this mission, go right ahead and skip to Leviathan. I honestly do not care. But, yeah, gonna go in alphabetical order. Troid Blade almost cut up in the face with the barrel of his gun. So there will be a lot of cuts during this one. Just me editing out the in-between parts of me setting everybody up. Means I actually have to do some fucking editing for once. Because I can't just pause the recording with action, so that's fun. But anyway, let's get on with the show. So, here we have the one and only Akimbo class that we got. The Akimbo class definitely fits perfectly in with the Galaxy World Clone Trooper cosmetics that I have. Because, you know, a lot of clones were definitely well known for using dual hand blasters. And Fives was actually one of them. Fives was one of the, definitely one of the many clone commanders and ARC troopers who use dual hand blasters in combat. Sadly, the the hands clip into the gun a little bit, but honestly, not a big deal for me, at least. I know it probably bugs some people, but all in all, definitely a fun and interesting class. I definitely went for more pistol, whippy, close quarters-y, combat-y abilities. Especially with Checkmate, though. Checkmate doesn't feel that entirely overpowered, because you can, you can only do it if 30 kicks available, so they kind of go hand in hand, like you need one for the other, although you can do a panic enemy as well. So, there's that, but honestly, I didn't use Checkmate all too often, so in that regard, it didn't really make it that overpowered, but it was definitely a very useful tool. It probably would have been a little bit more overpowered without Beta Strike, but because we had Beta Strike, it wasn't, like instant killing things left and right. Although it did have its moments. It did have its moments where I just do like 30 some odd damage, and then considering that most likely the enemies would already have damage done to them because of an ambush or something, then it just go. So it definitely did have its moments. I didn't use any of these other abilities, which I wish we got a secondary akimbo so I could go more shooty. But oh well. Probably not going to see this class anytime soon, because I'd like to have a campaign where I don't have to worry about people equipping primary secondaries when I unequip the barracks. But maybe something will come in the future if Xcom 2 modding is still alive and kicking by that point. Workshop seems to be a little dry nowadays, so there definitely are still a couple of good mods cropping up, but besides the occasional voice packs, Workshop's kind of dead. But anyway, that's the Akimbo class. Wish we could have had a second one to use, but oh well. Next up, we have our front soldiers, or as I like to call them, pretty much a budget heavy gunner from Longhorn. These guys definitely proved their worth being able to shoot twice per mission with Marauder. Let me probably just look at the abilities here, which, yeah, they do get Marauder. It's just a max rank ability, and it's kind of funny that, you know, Heavy gets the Heavy Gunner class because he was also a Heavy Weapons Trooper during the Clone Wars. So there you go. But yeah, definitely Heavies proved their worth, being able to just gun shit down, suppress, cover destruction, all that fun stuff. We go over to our max rank Heavy Gunner dude. And definitely it was nice to have some suppression. Aim for the Heart. Aim for the Heart is, I believe, a pharmacist ability. But yeah, it was definitely overpowered a little bit. Although the half aiming accuracy definitely led to some heartbreaking shots, but still. I didn't really use this at all because I never really hunkered down. Marauder's definitely nice, especially combined with like blue screen rounds, specifically blue screen rounds, so we can have our designated mech insectopod killer. Shooting Master, yeah, that's a fun one, all-in-one. It's pretty much like Chain Shot 2.0. Right? Instead of firing 2 shots, you can fire 3. Aim at wounds, more damage. These guys were pretty much our designated killing machines here. You know, we destroy a bunch of enemies' cover with a Grenadier. These guys take the front lines, front soldiers, and gun everything down. Definitely live up to their name. Definitely a fun class to use. Maybe we'll see him again, considering that they don't use primary secondaries. But overall, fun class. Definitely enjoy it. Next up, we have probably the most interesting class out of our 4 modded classes this time around. We have our officer. Now, we wish we got more than one officer, but I guess these guys are just kind of rare to happen anyway, unless we directly train them from the GTS, which we definitely could have done that. But obviously, the biggest thing about an officer is not only the massive fuck tons of AP they get, being able to summon Advent Troopers. Now, I wish the Advent Troopers, you know, Advent, the Disposable Army, and the Advent Empire mod conversion kind of spoke to each other a little bit and spawned Stormtroopers, not Advent Troopers, but you can't really blame the mod creator too badly on this one. Probably never really expected any kind of total enemy conversion mod to really exist, so can't really blame them for not having the mods speak to each other, though it would have been a nice touch. But yeah, not only that is that these guys do a fuck ton of damage. So, though, to be honest, the rifles from the Republic era weapons do more damage than the vanilla weapons, so that also plays a part into it. But still, high aim, big gun, free troopers. What more can you want, man? More, yeah, also scout, even though I barely fucking use battle scanners anyway. Yeah, officer's definitely a fun class. Probably would definitely use this if I ever revisit the Advent Civil War mod, which I probably will eventually, because I think the Playable Aliens mod got updated a few months ago. So yeah, definitely going to pick this class up when I redo Advent Civil War eventually. So yeah, it's pretty much like a officer from Long War, but just beefed up a little bit, right? Like literally sending in additional troopers instead of just providing bonuses. So yes, definitely a fun class. Definitely going to revisit you in the future. And now we have our army of smug, minus droid bait, pharmacists. Now pharmacists are pretty much like a budget specialist without the gremlin. So no hacking, but still plenty of opportunities for damaging enemies and healing friendlies. I still always think how hilarious it is. Just go like, medkits fix everything, you'll be fine. Bang! Because they use normal gun sounds and gun animations. Maybe if like a legitimate stun, stim, needle gun thingy was developed to go alongside the mod, that would have been a little bit more legit, but added to the entertainment value, so there you go. Still definitely not as good as a specialist, because specialists obviously can hack stuff, but still, they do in a pinch. Missions that we don't necessarily need to hack something or need a specialist on, they will definitely take care of all of your healing needs. I've never really, I know I always equip medkits on pharmacists. I don't know if it actually gives me extra medical stim, recovery stim charges. I never really paid attention to that. I just kind of gave them medical kits thinking it did. I never really paid attention to that, so yeah, pharmacist, might see them again in the future. I don't know. I don't really like reusing class mods, although I think the officer class can definitely be an exception. And there are still definitely more class mods out there that I would like to try in future campaigns. But all in all, pharmacists are definitely a fun little humorous class to play and use. Definitely got to see a lot of them, and we got to see a lot of their abilities. A lot of utilities, a lot of utility stims here. Definitely, they didn't use Nitro Stim all too much, but definitely used the Venom Stims a lot. Being able to get that guaranteed damage in, as well as stunning neurotoxin stuff. Just, fun little support class, Don't see a lot of support classes out there on the workshop. It's always just like, oh, super crazy damage or specified tanks or stuff like that. But other than that, that concludes the pre-campaign setup. Or like I said, long fucking day. That concludes the class overview video for the Galaxy at Wolf playthrough, and it's time for us to jump into Leviathan. Let me know what you guys think about the classes, modded classes in the description. Oh my god, I gotta go to bed. Let's move on.